Investment banker Jonathan Grill is raising his 3 cats vegan.
Here's a riddle. What do Good Girl singer Carrie Underwood and Anne Hathaway, Mike Tyson, Natalie Portman, Russell Simmons, Betty White, Russell Brand, Lea Michele, and Ellen have in common? Yeah, they're all vegan. Former Vice President Al Gore. Yep, Gore's gone vegan. Al Gore, considered perhaps the biggest crusader against global warming ever since his movie An Inconvenient Truth. Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates now funding businesses that are developing alternatives to meat, mayo, and eggs. Former President Bill Clinton has adopted a plant-based diet.
I asked the top scientists on this several times, do we really have to get down to near zero? The temperature will continue to rise. First, we've got population. Now, the world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
Approximately 1 out of 100 human beings carry a gene called 7-dehydrocholesterol reductase. In Eastern Europe, it's 1 out of 30. These humans cannot produce enough or any cholesterol. This leads to growth and mental retardation, autism, deformed bodies, violence and suicide. Humans only have animal cells. All animal cells are made out of cholesterol. Millions of humans would become retarded within months and die within years on a vegan diet because it does not provide cholesterol. Smith-Lemli-Opitz syndrome is when somebody has 2 of these genes. A vegan diet means automatic death for them. Vegans don't talk or warn people about this and all of the other deficiencies because veganism is a religion. They do not care about your health. Vegan blood tests have proven that they are deficient in cholesterol, which is why they are obsessed with violence and torture. Vitamin A is an animal vitamin. It will never be found in plants. Vegans will tell you that humans are able to convert pigments of plants into this vitamin. That is a lie. Infants cannot do it at all. Some children can do it poorly at best. Studies have proven that around 50% of healthy men and women cannot do it at all. Most humans are not healthy though, especially vegans. You will also not be able to convert if you have not to mention the millions of humans who cannot eat any of these plants because of food allergies. This means that 70 to 80% of human beings are not able to do it, but it gets worse. The 20 to 30% who are able to can only convert 3%. Why doesn't every vegan learn about this before joining the religion? Simply because the last thing they care about is human health. They cannibalize themselves, use up their liver stores and slowly but surely degenerate, depending on how much they have saved up. In nature, humans focus on eating animal fat. We never had to deal with this conversion unlike animals that eat plants. We have the same digestive tract as other carnivores, so we will never be able to do this because nature won't change. You will only find vitamin A in saturated animal fat and organs. Why does the government tell you to avoid those exact things? Watch my documentary The NWO Diet to learn why. The gallbladder stores bile from the liver. Bile acids are used to help with the digestion of animal fat in the small intestine, meaning that we were specifically designed to eat saturated animal fat. This is how we get the fat-soluble vitamins A, D, F, and K2. Many animals that eat plants all day long don't require it because they continuously produce bile in the liver, such as elephants, camels, deer, and horses. Cows, goats, and sheep are an exception. A cow's diet is 80% saturated animal fat. They release the bile in the small intestine after the fermentation of plants. As we have learned, all animals eat a ketogenic diet by digesting the plants into saturated fat, so all of us need bile. Carnivores such as cats, wolves, bears, and humans, who may go long periods without eating, require the gallbladder so that they can release the bile when necessary. The gallbladder and bile are 100% proof that we need a diet high in meat, saturated fat, and cholesterol. By doing what your government tells you, you are going against nature. Ironically, for vegans, gallbladder and kidney stones are mainly caused by anti-nutrients and cooked plant oils, but also salt and other food additives.
That's one of the fastest growing food movements, and now a new study shows that 1 in 5 of us in the UK would consider a vegan diet. There are now 500,000 vegans in the UK, and the diet has risen by 250% in the last decade. Well, as well as being cited for its health benefits, veganism is said to have positives on the planet. So should we all be going vegan?
The startup is researching plant products that can replace meat. Impossible Foods garnered media attention after receiving massive investments from Bill Gates and Hong Kong tycoon Li Ka-shing.
We're not here for small change. We're interested in very large, ambitious change to transform the food system.
It was so delicious. It's called the Impossible Burger, and it tastes like meat. It bleeds like meat, but it looks like meat, but it's actually made of like beets and other things.
McDonald's has good business intentions to try to turn a profit. They're against the trend of the world wanting to become healthier. There's actually more and more fast casual Chipotle-style restaurants that have been started by very, very successful, smart technology executives who've also realized the benefits of a diet change, such as Veggie Grill and Native Foods.
Introducing Wendy's new Black Bean Burger.
Wendy's burger without any meat?
You're right. This is definitely a burger.
In the human world, celebrities Alicia Silverstone, Joaquin Phoenix, and Dennis Kucinich have all gone vegan.
Poor hungry little vegan doggies.
But like Chloe Joe, her dogs eat apples, bread, and all kinds of tofu.
It's been a big change in their personalities. They're much more docile.
Investment banker Jonathan Grill is raising his 3 cats vegan.
They became vegan basically the day I became vegan. I just couldn't fathom giving them anything I wouldn't eat myself.
Many parents are making the decision to raise their children as strict vegans.
We found out that it is, in fact, very healthy and appropriately planned. Vegan diet is appropriate for all life stages.
I feel it's the healthiest choice for her.
Eric believes raising Adia as a vegan will help her in the long run.
This is not hippie philosophy. This is science, and the science today is showing that in well-respected journals, well-respected doctors, shows that this is the most healthy diet.
There are advantages to raising kids as vegans.
If properly planned, it's a really healthy way of eating. And in fact, what's very nice about it is that these kids at a very young age are learning to appreciate fruits, vegetables, whole grains.
As for Adia and Gabriel enjoying their green smoothie popsicles for dessert, they're all smiles.
Well, to help supplement their vegan diet, both children take a B12 vitamin.
Should they stop eating dairy products? Should they be vegans?
Well, certainly one's diet does benefit the environment more the more one cuts down on animal products. So yes, to reduce dairy as well as meat is certainly a good move for the planet.
Literally sticking to my hands. We just made, and it bounces like a freaking ball. Okay? This is the rice that I was about to make fried rice to feed to my kids.
The health experts and the dietitian have warned consuming these fake grains laced with poisonous resin could even cause death.
Take the substitute crab meat that's used in most restaurants. It's basically mechanically separated fish parts that are then mushed into a paste, cooked in a rope form, and then painted with red dye that is made from coal the rock.
Would you eat meat or seafood created in a lab? Some Bay Area startups are racing now to fill your plates. We wanted to know, does it really taste like the real thing?
Substitute calamari being served in restaurants. Looks, feels, tastes just like calamari. What is this miracle food? It's hog anus, you guys. It's hog anus. And they don't even have to tell you that it's hog anus. You might have been eating hog anus for years now.
Major suppliers have been caught using a special product known as meat glue to stick together scraps of meat to sell as prime cuts. But while this product has been banned overseas, there's no law prohibiting its use here.
Iberia jasmine rice. It's sold at most Caribbean outlets. The grains are not cooking, the grains are hard, extremely hard. It balls up very easily and it's sticking.
A news article claims that 300,000 pounds of rat meat was imported in the United States for the purpose of the Super Bowl.
This is a pretty standard practice in the food industry, especially here in America. More and more, the things that we eat aren't what we think they are, or even food at all,
Oh, I'm so hungry. Please feed me some food. I haven't eaten in hours. Hey, don't worry. We could feed you with some yummy treats using this Play-Doh Mega Fun Factory. Oh, thank you so much. I can't wait to eat.
At the Folsom Street Foundry south of Market, they were packed in like sardines. But many came for the shrimp.
It actually tasted good.
It's actually quite delicious.
I thought that the shrimp was fantastic.
The event, Indie Bio Demo Day.
This powder is transglutaminase enzyme, otherwise known as meat glue. The primary ingredient comes from the blood plasma of pigs and cattle, specifically the coagulant which causes blood to clot.
If this ain't plastic, I don't know what the hell is. This thing is bouncing like a freaking ball.
Oh my goodness.
Look, it bounces. It bounces.
It's where biotech startups strut their stuff in front of hipsters, investors, and journalists. In this year's batch, 2 new food companies with a radical idea: to grow meat and seafood in a lab.
In Europe, there's an international olive council that makes sure olive oil is produced up to standards. And if it isn't, makers can be fined and their olive oil can be taken off the shelves. But here in the U.S., olive oil sometimes isn't even olive oil. It can be...
I live in Orlando, Florida. The rice will not frickin' cook. We can go outside and play frickin' catch with the damn rice. Food and Drug Administration, y'all gotta do better.
She said, worry about it.
Bullshit.
This is what I bought from Sam's. They're supposed to be chicken breast. No wonder it was on sale. I ain't never seen chicken breast that look like this. This is fucked up.
We're talking about meat that's real meat that's grown from meat cells, whether they're from pigs, cows, or chickens.
No more feedlots, no more animal slaughter, no more overfishing, no more fish farms.
The amount of bacteria on a steak that has been put together with meat glue is hundreds of times higher.
It's this plastic shit that the Food and Drug Administration is allowing to end up on the shelves of our supermarkets. So we're literally paying to freaking kill ourselves. This is bullshit. Y'all gotta do better.
Take a picture. I don't know. Shit, you tell me. Look. I look like chicken. Come on. Come on. Look at that. It's what they sold me. I look like chicken.
Animal-free, vegan, kosher, gluten-free, but shrimp that looks, tastes, and feels just like shrimp.
Dominique Barnes is the CEO of New Wave Foods. Her team analyzed shrimp on a molecular level.
Our butcher couldn't tell even when it was raw. It's even harder in the restaurant, which are some of the biggest users of glued meat. And chances are, unless you're a vegetarian, you're eating it on a regular basis.
Y'all got to do a freaking better job at what you're approving to end up on the shelves. And I'm paying my hard-earned dollars for this shit. This is bullshit. Okay? I didn't steal it. I didn't get it off the welfare line. I bought it.
Chicken also now being artificially inseminated.
When you do artificial insemination, I would guarantee you a 95% fertility in all eggs.
Using only certain plants and algae.
Here we have a sample of our shrimp.
The team engineered a new plant-based shrimp. Barnes says it's just as nutritious, but far more sustainable than wild shrimp, the #1 consumed seafood in the U.S.
With current labelling laws, neither butchers nor your local eatery have to tell you you're eating chicken glued together with cow's blood or beef held together by pig. It's the same reason they can take low-grade meat and pump it with water.
It's plastic. It is freaking plastic. Rice don't do that. Okay? Rice is not supposed to do that. This is bullshit. I'm just about to go start eating the freaking grass that's outside my backyard and call it a day, because this ain't right.
They said it was fresh. It ain't chicken, is what I'm saying. Ignore that Chinese and you done know, Rasta. I'm telling everybody, these people are wicked.
Cardiologist Dr. Uma Valetti is CEO of the company. He explained how his team takes a small sample of cells from a cow, a pig, or a chicken, adds nutrients, and then cultivates the cells into meat, like this meatball.
Like this. So old, a meat grader said it was only good for pet meats.
You've got yellow fat colour, really dark meat colour. It's definitely off a really old type of animal.
They're not selling chicken. They sell you food they don't eat. How you accept that? They're wicked.